The Warriors podcast is now on Patreon. Head to patreon.com/The Warriors and join our little gang. You get a bonus episode every Friday. It's your way of supporting the podcast and keeping this going. Every penny that we get from Patreon is going back into the podcast, so come and support the gang.
We want to keep making content for you. We've got some exciting videos planned, and it is you who can help us make that happen. And as a little thank you, at some of the higher tiers, we'll send you some little gifts, so you could get things like a cup, a signed card. Hell, I'll even send you a written apology for whatever I've said that's upset you. But do come and support the podcast, help keep it going, and show some love.
Warning. The following podcast contains two highly strung people talking about their anxieties, fears, and worries. If you find any of the content offensive, then we are genuinely really sorry. We won't do it again, honest. Sorry.
Hello and welcome to the Warriors podcast, your weekly dose of worrying, fretting, anxiety. I'm Hayley Ellis, he's Barry Dodds, and together we will worry our way through this week's episode. You alright, Barry?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, I'm alright. Now I have an apology to make.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So obviously you know this takes a lot.
If anything that you've got to admit you're wrong is a massive thing.
I don't know if I'm wrong.
I wouldn't say that.
But I owe you an apology. So basically, I was working away in Birmingham last weekend. And they put you up in a hotel. Big up to the Glee Club. Put you up in a hotel. And in the day, I was doing a bit of writing. And then I thought, I'll go to the gym. And do you know what? So me and Barry, because we've got OCD, we sort of fret about when we have stuff in the diary, even if it's like basic tasks, like getting to the gig. So I was like, town is rammed because of Eurovision. So I said to you, I'm going to go to the gym, but I think I'll have to come back to the hotel, drop the car off and then walk to the gig. And you were like, no, you don't. Just drive to the gig, park in this car park. I always park in there. There's loads of spaces, loads of time. And I was like, oh, it's busy because of Eurovision. You're like, it's not Eurovision in Birmingham. You'll be fine. So
Can I just say, dear listener, that I know why this apology's been made, but carry on.
Well, I'm going to take back that it's an apology. Anyway, so I was like, oh, if Barry says it's all right, I'll try it then. So I left an hour early from the gym to get to the gig. Bear in mind, the gig was a 5-minute drive away. I was almost late for the gig. I had to roll through the door like Indiana Jones, right? 5-minute drive. It took me an hour. So I'm just going to talk you through the full thing, what happened. I sat in traffic. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Traffic. So I ring you up. I'm like, I didn't even say hello. You were like, I was like, drive to the gig, he says.
This is the point where I would like to interject. Because what happened was, and this is why she's apologising, because she got caught out. Because what happened was, I was doing a gig in Grimsby, and I was sat talking to my mate Tammy, and we were talking about Hayley, ironically being quite nice about Hayley, saying nice things. I was saying, there's no word of lie, I was saying how nice you were to work with, how you it was stress free, there was no anxiety, it was very easy going. And then my phone started ringing and I went, oh look, speak of the devil, right? And I held it up and your picture's there, and I went, oh, and I answered it and put it on loudspeaker, and I went, hello. And I was going to say, I was waiting for you to say hello, then I was going to say, oh, you're on loudspeaker, I'm talking to Tammy about you. So I just had the phone, hello, and you went, drive to the gig, he says.
I was right. I hate being late. I cannot stand being late. And at that point, I still had 50 minutes. And you were like, oh, what are you on about? You've got plenty of time. Go in this car park. The car park, you were like, parking somewhere you're not meant to. There was no spaces in places I wasn't meant to. So then I'm driving around Birmingham. It like ridiculous. And then I had to park in this really dodgy car park in a car space I wasn't meant to. I get out the car, and as I get out the car, I'm getting harassed by someone who looks like they were on The Walking Dead, right? She's at my car with some sort of amphetamine where she was clearly doing something illegal. And she was like, have you got any money? And I was like, I'm really sorry. I'm in a rush, blah, blah, blah. Ran to the gig, sweating, right? Get the gig. The doorman decided to have a laugh with me, right? So he opens the door, and I'm like, hey, sorry, I'm late for the gig. And he was like, well, where are you trying to go to? I was like, the Glee Club. He's like, it's just down the road. I was like, oh, come on, you did this yesterday. I've got... We're in the mood. I've got 2 minutes. He did it the night before as well. It was funnier the night before. So he let me in, and he was laughing hysterically. I'm dripping with sweat. Walked in the green room. They're like, you all right? And then I realised I couldn't find my parking ticket because that person had like tried to harass me outside the car. So I'm like, oh, and it's like an expensive car park I parked in. And I thought, if I've lost that, because obviously the person, as soon as I got out of the car, they were like on me. So then I thought, oh no, I've dropped the parking ticket. So then I couldn't find my parking ticket, and then lady walks in the door, and she's like, right, 2 minutes till showtime. And I was like, dripping with sweat. I was like, oh God. Like, one of my eyebrows was like 2 meters up above where it should be.
Nostrils flaring.
I was like, oh God, all sweat coming out. And then it comes to something when Liam Pickford, who's a comedian who, I think he'll openly admit he's a mess of a man. And he goes to me, comes to something when I'm not the one people are feeling sorry for in the green room. So, yeah. So
what was the point of this story?
I was going to apologise for shouting at you, but then
no.
Now I've relived it. I'm like, you know what? I shouldn't have listened to you.
Right, hang on, right. No, because...
And the woman harassed me again back in the car park when I went to move the car. So I give her some change, and I accidentally give her me a cold sore cream as well, because that was in my compartment. So now I'm actually £6 down, because my Savirax was £3 and I give her £3.
Sounds like she needed it though.
I don't think Savirax is going to help.
Well, what I would like to say is, first of all, thank you for the attempt at an apology. Secondly, you're only doing this because you feel bad because you got caught out because there was someone else in the room. I don't feel bad.
If there was there could be a hole full of people there, and I would have had to go at you. I was raging because you were like, "Oh, why are you driving it back to the hotel? Just drive it there." Anyway, hello.
Anyway, she's really sound. It's just like stress free, and yeah, it's the most enjoyable thing I've ever worked at. Hello. You're on loudspeaker. Oh, hi, Tommy.
Have you ever slagged anyone off on loudspeaker, not realising that you're on loudspeaker?
Quite possibly. Because I've sent a text to someone slagging someone off and sent it to the person I was slagging off.
Oh, you gotta be careful.
Proper calling them a fuckwit as well.
Anyway, have you had a nice week?
Yeah, it was nice. I finally managed to get an apology from a long-time adversary who's never been in any way forthcoming with saying sorry to me. So I feel quite happy with that.
It was half an apology because it was warranted.
But... You can't tell me off for the traffic.
Oh, it's fine.
Anyway, the main point of this whole episode is that we're going to call this episode Hayleys Redemption. This is where she has seen the error of her ways and she said sorry to me. Hayley, I'm looking at you now. I accept your apology. And let's do... She's looking at me like a piece of shit. Let's do our worries.
This week's worries, it's not more of a worry for me, but it's on behalf of someone else, really.
Okay.
Technically, but so my cousin is away on holiday with my mum, my auntie, and one of my mum's mates. They all got away on holiday together, and obviously my cousin's a lot younger than all of them. And I sent her a text the other day just asking her something. And I got a text back. And usually she texts back rapid, you know what I mean? She's one of those people, you send her a WhatsApp, get a reply back straight away. And I got a reply back a couple of hours later, and she just said, would have answered sooner, but I've had to just do everyone's Wi-Fi.
She's fucking... She's having a holiday in old people's home. Oh, she is gonna have the most miserable time. Just...
And then, listen to this. Me mum's put a picture up, hang on. Picture of a cocktail. And she's put, happy hour vibes. And then loads of cocktail emojis, right? So I commented underneath, please refrain from using the word vibes in future posts. Thanks, your daughter. And my mum has replied, what's wrong with that? Is it not PC? Eye rolly.
Oh, amazing. Amazing.
She instantly thinks I'm pulling her up on something that she, like...
Something you can't say anymore. No, you just tried to be trendy, but the reality is you couldn't even get on the fucking hotel's Wi-Fi. You're not that trendy.
She'll go mad if we're talking about it. But yeah, I just thought, oh, bless her, like she's just doing all the... She'll be IT support for a week, won't she?
Chat honest, she's gonna have a miserable time. You know, when I had everyone else's cocktails, was hers just like a triple neat whiskey, just and a syringe and a spoon, just anything to get through.
She'll be knocking at my window at Birmingham car park next week.
Oh God! Well, thoughts and prayers with your cousin. That sounds fucking miserable.
I'll keep you updated. She's having a nice time. They're having a lovely time, but I just think obviously there's going to be a lot of additional support. She's the human equivalent of the red pull cord that you have in bathrooms.
Oh, poor thing.
She's going to give me updates anyway, so I'll keep you all updated.
Oh well. Can I tell you I'm a bit anxious about you telling you my worry this week, because it's I think you'll twist it like you usually do, right? You might or people might try and right. Basically, in this story, I kind of come out of it looking quote unquote good, but there's no way of telling this story without it, right?
Oh, are you doing a charity gig, were you, Barry?
Right. No. It's something... Right. You'll see my worry.
Okay.
So, a few months ago, there was a book that came out that I really, really wanted. It was a book by Kate Bush, the singer, and it was like a softback book, a collection of her lyrics. And she'd signed 500 copies of them. And she'd written things...
All dedicated to Heathcliff.
She'd written in all of them. They were really... Like, Kate Bush stuff's hard to get, right? Because she's really elusive. So, because of the way that they sold them, they were a bit hard to find where these were on sale. So what I was doing was I was sat on Twitter and I was just like searching the words for Kate Bush and see where people were putting up links to where you could get them. And there seems to be a competition between me and it was some girl in America, and she was like, if I don't get this Kate Bush book, 13-year-old me will never forgive me when I learned all the moves to, babushka or whatever. And then eventually, so I felt like I was in competition with her, and eventually I found somewhere, instantly, bang, got it in the thing straight away. And I managed to get one. Now, what I hadn't realised I'd done was I'd done it. It had gone through twice because I had two windows open because the website, it was taking so long for the payments to go through. In the end, I got charged twice. And then, weeks and weeks later, when the books actually came out, I got sent 2 copies. And I was like, fuck yeah, I've ended up with 2. And obviously, what do you think my first thought was?
Burn one of them.
No, eBay.
And then send the video to...
No, I obviously thought, fucking cha-ching, because these are, and I'd look, and they are, honestly, they're selling on eBay for like 150 quid a copy for a £10 book, right? And I got it, and I just thought, oh, do you remember that girl on Twitter who was searching for one as well? So I had to put the same searching and scroll back to the date it was on sale. Went and found her account, sent her a message. Obviously, I don't follow her. She doesn't follow me. I don't know who she is. And just sent a message and just said, hi, did you ever manage to get a book?
Was she just by chance, was she an attractive looking girl?
I don't know anything about her. Yeah. I've not clicked on her profile. I've not clicked on her picture or anything.
I'll have a look in a minute. Yeah,
okay, yeah. And I just said, did you get one of those books? And she replied like a week later and just said, no, I didn't, sorry. And I think she thought that I was on the hunt trying to get one. And I said, look, this is really weird, but I managed to get one. I remembered that you were searching at the same time. And I remember that we seemed to be both in the same frantic struggle. I got two. Would you like one? Right. Then nothing. And then a reply a few days later, just this like, oh my God, I'm literally crying. Are you sure this is... And I was like, of course, it's absolutely fine. And I said, look, I promise I'm not... This isn't a scam for a start. I said, look at my profile. He said, you can even Google me. I'm a comedian in the UK. Right, you can check I'm legit.
You wouldn't find much on there. Just saying. Just a string of bad reviews.
Actually, I'm a bit less sure after Googling it. You appear to be mental.
Hang on, I've just Googled you. It says you're in Shrewsbury in 2020.
Oh, hang on. I've got a picture of you now in some skin tight doing some boxing. Do you know what? It's fine. Don't actually like her that much. And I said, yeah, it's absolutely... I don't want... any money for the book. I don't want... I said, even postage. Like, I was trying to make it clear that I wasn't a scammer.
Why? What are you after?
And then, hang on, and then she just said, that's amazing. Like, I can't believe it. And I just said, no prob, what's your address?
She's not replied.
Nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Because I'm not being funny. If I didn't know you, and some random man was like, I'm going to give it you, this thing that you've wanted, for free... What's your address?
Google me.
And after looking at pictures of you and those sort of shark eyes of yours, I'd be like, do you know what? No. I can't believe you... You know what? If you would have said... What are you doing? You're doing hammerhead shot now. What about it?
eBay. Well,
if you would have said to her though, oh, just PayPal me a tenner or something, then it would have been more. But like, it seems to. Do you know what I mean? You would think it was a scam. I'm going to give it you for nothing.
But then that would involve me getting her email address or something to do with the banking details. I was trying to make it as clear as possible that
you could understand. Even when people I know go, "What's your address?" I'm like, "Why do they want it?" Like you said to me the other day, "What's your address?" I'm like, "Why does he want it?"
Yeah. Literally wanted to send you some necklaces, by the way. Shout out coming to Down the Rabbit Hole.
Down the Rabbit Hole, by the way, yeah, in a couple of weeks.
No, hang on. We'll come back to them, do them a proper advert, not a bit of an aside where I'm getting called a psychopath stalker, right?
I never said that. Those are your words.
That's what you're inferring.
But I can see, it's a lovely thing of you to have said, Barry. I'll give you that. It's a really nice thing you to said. But I can see how that would be terrifying. But then you've said it took her a few weeks to reply back to you the first time, so maybe.
Well, herein lies the next worry. Because I've deliberately not looked at any information on this person. I've not clicked on their Twitter account. I've not clicked on their picture. I just did it because, do you know what? I just thought, because then this kind gesture is, look, I can see you fucking loading up Twitter.
I just want to have a little look at her account.
I don't know. Hang on, I'll tell you her name.
Right. So obviously bleep all that.
Yeah.
I've just looked at them.
It gives very little away. That picture is just a small... I've not looked at her profile. I don't know anything about her. She could tweet me saying something nice, and before and I'll reply saying, "Good, I'm glad you got the book." Then everyone will be like, "Oh, Barry, why are you sending these gifts to one of the most prominent clan members in the US? Like, what on earth are you doing?" I don't know anything about them.
I've just looked. She looks about 19, and I think she's probably just busy Snapchatting and stuff. That's why she's not got back to you.
Right, okay. All right.
I would give it another few weeks, because what will happen is you'll put it on I mean, it's a very lovely thing of you. You don't have to. But I would give it another few weeks, and if she's not replied, then put it on eBay.
I know, but I'm now worried that I'm on some fucking list somewhere.
Beware. Oh, yeah, I've just made one.
I tried so hard to be nice and tried to make it really clear that I didn't want any details. And then at the last hurdle, I come across... What's your address?
You cannot... Come on. If a random stranger said to you, "I'm going to send you this for free," what's your address?
I know it.
Yeah. You can understand, though, if a stranger said to you, "I'm going to send you this thing that you really want for free, what's your address?" And you looked at their profile and it says ghosts, and it's like an older man, you would be like,
hang on, right? No.
Well, you are middle-aged now, aren't you?
Technically, someone who's 22 could be middle-aged. You never know. So yeah, who knows?
But you are, statistically. Anyway, can I just say, it's a very lovely thing. Barry is a very, very kind person. That's one of the things I will say about you. You are very kind
hang on.
and generous.
What's that on the horizon? I can see something coming. Oh, it's a big boat. Oh, it's massive.
But I've been your friend for a long time, and even I don't want to send you my address.
All right. Got it, by the way. If anyone wants it, 20 quid PayPal.
Do you look on Google Maps when someone tells you their address? I bet you have. I bet you when I told you my address, you went straight on Google Maps.
Yes, obviously.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Going on Zoopla, seeing how much my house is worth.
It's a nice house. Lovely area.
Yeah, you tried to zoom in on the windows. It got an alert.
Be honest, have you looked at mine?
No, I haven't. Because it's so small, it wouldn't show up on Google Maps. Sorry, Barrett.
What can I say? I'm just keeping it real with my East Midlands.
I mean, caves are quite hard to show up. Sorry, I've got another worry.
More to the point, Hayley's never had any reason to ask for me fucking address. That tells you all you need to know. No gifts, presents, visits, anything.
I need to get an order through, though, when I need to visit you. I've got walk through a metal detector. Can I just tell you my worry very quickly you've just made me think of, and then we'll crack on with other people's worries. My daughter was like, last night, she was like, read me a story and book. And she's only 3. And she brought me like 2 books to read her. And one was a bear hunt. Cracking book. 10 out of 10. Sing a little song. The second book she brought me, it was one that someone had given her, like a friend, a relation. And it was The Lion King. Have you tried reading The Lion King to a 3-year-old? It's horrific.
Is it really bad?
Yeah, the dad basically
what happens in it?
Dies trying to protect his cub because his uncles wants to kill him. And she's like, why is it on the floor? And they had a cartoon of like the lion. And I was like, do you know what? Let's go back to bear hunt.
Sounds very gate set.
Newcastle ale bottles everywhere and animation.
Oh, anyway, God. So
I'm sticking with Itsy Bitsy Spider, but even Itsy Bitsy Spider is very traumatic.
You see, I can't ever remember, like,
reading.
Being in... You're fucking on it today, aren't you? You really...
It's because I'm about to apologise.
No,
I'm doubling.
Honestly, when I went and got that parcel in here, you were like, right, give us like, do you know what? Let's double drop on the cunt tablets, right? Because you've come out swinging. I can't even remember what I was going to say because I was too busy getting slacked off.
When you said when you were younger, you can't remember.
No, I can't remember. Genuinely, right, reading is the annoying reality of what I was going to say. I can't remember, like, I'm a good reader. I read well. But I can't remember there ever being, like, a book that I wanted. Like, you know how there, like, did you have, like, book fairs at school and stuff like that?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was all about Roald Dahl.
Yeah, it's rubbish. Rubbish.
Roald
Like,
Dahl, I mean, he's got issues, hasn't he? But
Has
his
he?
books. It's another episode.
Oh.
His books were great. You can't deny that.
well,
Twits.
the only... No, I don't think I read that.
The Twits is more like an autobiography for you.
Right, now, you say I don't know the book, but the title alone suggests it's not going to be good. No, what was the first book I ever wanted? Oh, I tell you what it was. The Jolly Roger Cookbook. Do you remember that?
Was it just, what, rum?
No. It was like a thing at school. Like that.
I don't remember that because I didn't go to school on a pirate ship.
No, it's called the Jolly Roger Cookbook, and people used to say they had it on like floppy disk and that, and it was that's how you read it, and it was all like.
That's how you read it on a floppy disk.
Yeah,
That's not reading, is
you had
it?
to read. Well, no, because then you had to read it on the computer. Give us a shout out if you remember the Jolly Roger Cookbook. Actually,
you're gonna get one. You're gonna get emails going, Captain Bert, oh yeah, I remember it.
Can you do this privately and not Twitter, by the way? Because I don't think I need to be flagged up on that stuff. I'm already on some fucking watch list in the US.
Hey.
They call him the Kate Bush Killer.
Leave Claire, send me your address now.
He wrote on the walls, I'm all yours, babushka, babushka, in her own blood. This isn't helping myself. Other people's worries.
For free. You're all right.
It's time for your worries. BJ will make them worse.
This is a part of the show where we make your worries much, much worse. If you have a worry you'd like us to make worse, then email us in theworrierspodcast@gmail.com, or you can just drop us an email about anything in particular, really, such as a few people have been in touch. So me and Barry are going to run the 5k in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
Around Aintree. And we're going to do a forfeit for whoever loses. And your forfeits have been coming in, but only for Barry. That's how confident you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a single person has suggested a forfeit for Hayley when she loses. People have got literally zero confidence in me. Like, do you know what? I think, you know, I've tried to weigh it up. You've got asthma, you know. I've got hay fever, you know. Trying to, the pros and cons of, our running skills. But I'm fairly confident. If there's anybody who knows, though, a way that I could cheat.
Did you see that person who did the marathon? And they got in a car.
Did it in a car?
Because they were like, we did the last 10 miles in 7 minutes.
They were like twice as fast as Usain Bolt.
They were twice as fast as Concorde.
Oh yeah, can I do my 5k on an e-scooter?
I mean, you'd get picked up if you did a 5k in a car. Anyway, thank you for your forfeits, etc. Get them in as well.
Couple for Hayley would be nice. Just a little bit of backing on my side would be appreciated.
Also, you can get in touch with us on Instagram or on Twitter. We're now on TikTok.
Which I learnt for the first time today when we were setting up the recording. You went, we're doing well on TikTok. So I didn't even fucking know we're on TikTok.
Well, I say we're doing well. It's not well in the grand scheme of things, but we're on TikTok.
Have we gone viral?
No. I think we're down as the Warriors Podcasts with no T at the end because there wasn't room.
Oh my God. The Warriors Podcast. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Catchy. Anyway, add us on there. So, let's crack on with your worries. This week's worry is from Jack, who said, firstly, I just want to say that the podcast is amazing. The latest special is absolutely wonderful. I cannot wait for Barry's revenge.
Yes.
So, Jack says, I've got a worry that I'd love to get a different perspective on. I've always hated big crowds, stadiums, festivals are the most panicky, but being in town when it's a busy still sends me into a panic. Now, I know that part is pretty normal, but I know that part is pretty normal, but I've always had this reoccurring nightmare that flashes in my head when I'm in these busy situations. The nightmare is I'm in a big crowd at a music gig and the act on stage is singing away or whatever, and all of a sudden it all goes eerily quiet and everyone's head slowly turns to look at me, all turning at the same speed. I love going to music and comedy gigs, festivals are amazing, and I love being in places where things are happening. But this nightmare, plus that awful sinking feeling you get when you're anxious, keeps on happening, and I happen to drink beer as a performance-enhancing drug to get through these situations. I told my fiancée this the other day, and she was generally worried. Is this normal?
I think what we need to do is do one of the live shows. Check the ticket sales, see if we can find if Jack's been. Get him out the room. When he goes to the toilet, we'll tell the whole audience, we'll say, look, when you hear this sound effect, everyone turn and look at that fella there. Try and recreate the nightmare.
So you worried, Jack?
Hang on. No, he said a big crowd. Sorry. Can't do it.
Yeah, you can't do that with these people. Two of them are us.
Imagine that, he just didn't notice. There's an ego battering for us.
By the way, we're going to be doing a live show at the Nottingham Comedy Festival. Details on that are coming very soon. Mm. If you're on the Patreon, you'll hear about that first. Because that stampede of tickets. Hey, but Jack, do you worry? Are you worrying, Jack, when their heads turn to look at you that you're singing? So they all stop and you're like, keep bleeding, keep bleeding, love, like singing out of tune. Is that what the worry is?
God, that hurt my fucking ears, really. Can you sing?
No.
What's your favourite song of all time?
I'm going to say, what's your range? Of all time, probably Bittersweet Sympathy by the... Sympathy, I said that, I can't even say it. Bittersweet Symphony by the Verve, probably.
Can you sing a bit of that? No, properly, right? No, right. Imagine you're Jack right now. The whole crowd is turned to look at you.
No, because do you know what? I'll get charged royalties by the Rolling Stones because the Verve had to play them royalties for years.
Then they might ask you to take it down for different reasons.
The Nottingham ticket sales ain't going to cover that. Anyway, Jack, I get you. I don't like being in big crowds also. I've spoke about this before on the show, but when I went to watch U2, me and my mate Kathy pretended to faint because we were that crushed in the crowd. Like, I hate it. I hate being around.
Lies!
And we wanted better seats.
Yeah,
but I don't like being... Like,
you had St. John's carrying you over the barrier because you wanted to get a better view of Bono. And your mate didn't even give it 5 minutes before she was dancing in the recovery area.
Anyway.
You're getting nervous, aren't you?
Anyway, I understand being around... I don't like being in large groups. Do you? Well, obviously you don't because you always keep yourself to a minimum, don't you? I'm not having a jibe. I'm just saying you don't like being in large groups either.
No, hate it. No,
yeah.
Like I get overwhelmed. Like in like if I didn't have to leave the house, I don't think I would. Honestly.
Do you know that Tony Mortimer from E17 was agoraphobic after E17 finished?
Was he really?
Yeah. Honestly, he stayed in the house for years.
Oh really? Oh fucking hell. I sort of. I get it. It's the safe place. Safe here. Can't get hurt unless you die.
Well, it's not safe, the area you live in.
Oh, all right. How do you know? You said you'd not looked.
Okay, I did look.
I know you did.
All I'm going to say is, if I am visiting you, I will be bringing a weapon.
I live on the quietest little street in quite a leafy area of the Midlands.
Leafy?
Yeah. Not on this street, but like the... the road that you've got to go on to get it. You come off the... Get fucked.
But Jack, we feel you. What advice can you give Barry for feeling better in these situations?
Oh, sorry. Did you want... Sorry. I was just sat seething. I just realised what happened there. I just sat looking like... Because you've taken away my weapon that I would throw back at you. Stay in. Like...
Brilliant.
Don't go to any big gigs. Come to the Warriors. A nice, small, intimate...
Yeah, small, intimate gigs such as my Sheffield show. Tickets on sale still.
Stick to small gigs is what we're saying. Don't go and say anyone big. Come and support grassroots. I mean, you probably look at the big podcasts like Chris and Ramsey Rosie, you know. Chris and Ramsey Rosie? Fucking hell. Chris and Rosie Ramsey. Do you know what? They had to start small somewhere, you know. I remember Chris booking me to do his gig, you know. He didn't turn up for it. He was supporting Al Murray on tour. But I remember when Chris was, you know. But, you know, we'll be massive. We'll be doing the arenas. We'll have a sponsorship from, you know.
I tell you what, if we do an arena, Jack, here's a promise to you. If we do an arena tour of this, Jack, we will keep you a special seat
On the
at
stage.
the side of the stage when no one's around you. And no one can look at you either. You'll be in like a booth like Mr. and Mrs.
Oh, yeah, that'd be good. Oh, we'll put you in the royal box. Like,
yeah.
Like, we'll put you somewhere.
But then everyone will be looking at him because they'll be like, who the fuck's in the royal box?
Why the fuck is there a royal box at an arena? Don't know why it's Manchester.
Anyway, that's our promise to you that we'll never have to fulfil.
Yeah, so
Thank
there you
you,
go,
Jack.
Jack. Stay in until we do a big gig. Save your money. Or join the Patreon.
Right. There we go. Another episode in the box.
Shall we wrap up? I'm fucking raging with you. Right. I haven't looked where you live. I know you have. All this bullshit.
You know
I
why?
haven't. I definitely haven't. You have.
No, I haven't. I haven't.
Hayley,
haven't.
it's too late.
All I'm saying is a green door is a bit much.
Get bent. Right. See you next week, everyone. Unless Patreon on Friday. See you then.
I haven't actually looked.
Cheeky cow.
You have been listening to the Warriors podcast, hosted by me, Hayley Ellis, and him, Barry Dodds.
All artwork by John Cooper and Matthew Reed. All editing and audio by Hayley and Barry, with additional sound production by Grinters.
If you'd like to get in touch, then send us an email to thewarriorspodcast@gmail.com, or you can find us on Twitter @thewarriorspod.
Thanks for listening.